Good morning, folks. November Charlie 4 X-Ray Lima. The darling old man, North Carolina for extreme lovers or not. Just me. This is a follow-up to the video regarding all the awards. And what I've done is I've taken the time, I put it on Facebook for those of you that are on Facebook, in a post to give you an option of right-clicking it, copying it, pasting it, and using it for yourself, so some of the work is done. But I just wanted to explain a little bit more in detail, just in case you're like me, and I know several folks that are in the Discord, for Ham Radio Adventure Guys Discord, are really following all the different achievement levels that they can seek. And one of the things is they work as a group to figure out what it really breaks down to. And so I've tried to take some time to do that, and that's all this is. This is called POTA addiction. The first element we're going to talk about is entities. When you look at your DX entities on your screen, and the little round icon says you got 32. Well, let's tell you what that 32 is and then what happens after that. The 32 covers United States, Hawaii, Alaska, Puerto Rico. Those are 4 DX entities, plus the remaining DX entities: Germany, France, Spain, Dominican Republic, and as you see, countries, okay, that are actively involved in POTA. So when you look at that, it's not as easy as people think. If you have a beam and you're up early in the morning, you can pick a lot of foreign countries up or DX entities. But when that goes up, then you can actually go to the country and look who you worked in that country. But that's what DX entity means. It includes the United States and the United States proper, and then the other countries. So hopefully that'll help you there. Now, on the original post I talked about the different levels. When an activator activates a park 20 times, it becomes a repeat offender for the activator of that one single park. Now, I'm a hunter, and several people go through that park. Okay, and I work 20 contacts as a hunter in that park, that one park. Well, then I have achieved repeat offender as a hunter. So that's 2 different levels for that one park. One park. Okay. Now, if I do operator and I work that operator in as many parks as he goes to, and we have contacts on different bands, it all adds up, operator to operator. But in the parks, they've broken the levels down to names. And I'm going to have to put my glasses on because I typed it up. And if anybody's curious, it's 3 pages of information, or 2.5 really. The first club or level or tier is for 20. But the first is going to be Oasis. And then you have Fox Den. So in that one park, we're talking just a single park. In the next contact, and this is as an activator and or hunting it for that one park, okay? We're not talking contacts with the operator, we're talking parks. Fox Den is 40 contacts or more. That's tier 1. Bear Cove is 60 contacts. That's tier 1. Fishing Hole, 80 contacts. Eagle's Nest, pay attention here. Eagle's Nest is 100 contacts at that park. Now, let's go back to the square one. You've reached 100 contacts in that one park, and you continue on working people in that park. All of a sudden, you have 120 contacts in that park. But you have now reached Oasis Tier 2 level. So you now have an achievement level for Oasis, achievement level for Fox Den, achievement level for Bear Cove, achievement level for Fishing Hole, achievement level for Eagle's Nest, Tier 1, and now you're on Oasis Tier 2 because you now have 120 contacts in that park. Okay? So let's say you continue working. And remember now, as an activator, when you activate, and I have, and we're going to get into another area that talks about eagles. As an activator, each time you activate 20 times, it becomes a repeat offender. And you get to 100 times as an activator, that's an eagle. As a hunter, you've worked that park 100 times, that's an eagle. Remember that. So as you continue on, you can go to work in that one park, and we're just picking one out of all the thousands that are out there. Fox Den is Tier 2 at 140. Bear Cove is Tier 2 at 160. Fishing Hole is Tier 2 at 180. Eagle's Nest at Tier 2 is 200 contacts at that one park. Now, Tier 3, where does that start? It starts at 220 contacts for that one park. 240 contacts is Fox Den, Tier 3. 280 contacts is Tier 3 for Fishing Hole. And you might see my cat, he just jumped up here. When you get to the Eagle's Nest, Tier 3, that's 300 contacts at that one park. Tier 4 is 320 contacts for Oasis. Tier 4 for Fox Den is 340. Tier 4 for Bear Cove is 360. Fishing Hole Tier 4 is 380. We're almost done. Eagle's Nest is Tier 4 for 400. Oasis for Tier 5 is 420 contacts for that one park. Tier 5 for Fox Den is 540. Tier 5 for Bear Cove is 460 rather. Fishing Hole Tier 5 is 480. And Eagle's Nest Tier 5 is 500 contacts at a park. So let me stop there. Every park as a hunter that you work for as an activator that you activate earns you certificates of achievement that goes to the awards page that many of us don't know how to get around very easily. I'm still learning it, and I still try to share it with people, okay? But the numbers that I've gone over are for one park. Okay, now, if you want a copy of that, message me. I'll send you an email or a copy of it so that you can print it so that you can have it. If you're OCD like I am and you chase these crazy things, it's written down to help you know what level each one of your parks is. And if you need, I'll share how to find that. But the last part of this video is simply this. Come on, TT. Daddy needs his paper. I got my little boy sitting here. If you think I'm joking, that's my little boy. That's my TT. He keeps me company. So let's get to the Eagles. And what I want to talk about the Eagles, you'll hear a lot of folks discussing that on the different nets and on the air and so forth. Each level, and that's going to be Oasis, Fox Den, Bear, Cove, Fishing Hole, and Eagles, all have 5 tiers. Okay, 5 levels in groups of 20. Okay, so that's something you can shoot for down the road and or monitor as you're watching the contacts. That's why as a hunter, work anybody you hear. As an activator, have fun and just activate. Do not worry about how many times that park gets run or you run that park. Those are non-issues. Just go have fun. Just go have fun. Now let's talk about the Eagles. When a person acquires working a park 100 times, okay, that's called an eagle. When we go to work James, and I'm going to use James as a good example because he runs and he runs and he runs and he has pile-ups, and I'd love to have the pile-ups that he has, but I don't. But it's easy for folks to get an eagle with him if they'll just work him because he runs those parks so consistent and he gets the contacts, so he's earning, but at the same time the people chasing him are earning too. When they reach 100 contacts, they get an eagle for that park. That park is defined as every park he goes to. Okay, so now your first eagle is for 100 contacts. Here's where it gets interesting. As you work people as a hunter, and you work all of us activators out there many times over, and you've worked that park, and that park, and that park, and this park, and you've made an eagle in all of these parks. You're doing an awesome job of getting on the radio and helping the activators by hunting. Once you have achieved, and this goes for the activator and the hunter, once the activator has achieved activating 5 parks at 100 activations, or the hunter has achieved working an activator at 5 parks 100 times each, they become a park supporter, which is another printable achievement level. That's for 5 eagles, 5 100 worked parks. When you continue on, and there's many folks that don't realize they already have 10 eagles, okay? And they don't look at their awards page, so they don't really know what they're looking for. And that's what I'm trying to share some of the information with the folks. Let's say you work 10 different parks at 100 times each. As an activator, if you activated 10 parks 100 times each, you'll achieve the status in the Eagles as a roamer, another printable, achievable certificate. As a hunter, if you worked 10 different parks with an eagle, you will achieve, as a hunter status, the stalker achievement. We're almost done. So you're crazy enough to continue on and you didn't realize you had all these opportunities with all the people that you work. You worked as a activator. 15 parks you have activated 100 times each. As an activator, you have achieved the Eagles Traveler. Okay, the Eagles Traveler. As a hunter, you have worked 15 different parks with an eagle. As a hunter, you are now the Prowler. Okay. Here's where it gets crazy. Now, let's say you're just having and I know a few people that have already accomplished this, 20 parks as an activator. You activated 20 different parks 100 times each. You became a navigator, another printable certificate, which is very hard to accomplish. But as a hunter, you achieved working 20 parks 100 times each. That's not the activator, but the park. Everything's based on the park entity, the park number. You've worked it 20 times, so you're the Eagles Trapper. Here's the next level, the last level. And there's continually more. It's an infinite thing that grows. But if you have worked 25 different eagles, that's 25 parks, 100 times each park. As a activator, you did that. You activated 25 parks 100 times each. You have achieved the Eagles Master Explorer. And as a hunter, if you have worked 25 parks 100 times each, you have achieved the Master's Sports Person. Now, those folks are different levels of addiction. We'll call it that. We'll call it that. This is what Parks on the Air has done. It's made it fun to go out and chase people. The numbers that I give you is not based on the activator. The numbers that I gave you is based on the park entity, the park number. So whenever you hear somebody, I don't care if you've worked them, work them again. The activator is working towards achievements that they don't realize. They really don't. Most of us don't. We never go to the awards page, and it's a great page. And there's a lot of fun in it if you'll just take time exploring it. And if anybody ever has questions, please feel free to ask. But as a hunter, you have so many levels of achievement. Here's what I want you to look up. Go to the awards page. When the little circle icons get through spinning around, go on down to where you start seeing the awards that you've achieved, and at the bottom of that main screen where it gives you like 10, click on the drop box, change it to all. Once you change it to all, now go back to the top of that particular page, and you can take your mouse and put over the name of it, the park number, the badge you received, and you can do some sorting and looking, and it's amazing what Parks on the Air has done for us. Okay, they've given us a whole bunch of fun, but a lot of people don't know it. And I just want you to go look at it and have fun. That's what a ham radio is about, isn't it? Having fun. Again, if you feel that this is beneficial, share it with somebody who's new or old timer who didn't realize it. Let's help one another. You can make yourself a nice, good wall board. Be proud of what you do. You're not gloating, you're not bragging, but you're making some achievements that there's a lot of sad hams, we'll say, that are sitting on the backside and don't have any fun in what they do. They just sit and get on a net and complain about people like us who go out and have fun. NC4XL, North Carolina for Extreme Lovers. Oh, I'm not. Thank you for listening. Enjoy. Have a blessed day.